This is Newsline for Friday, September 1st from the pages of the Now Report.
News from around the community, the nation, and the world. I'm Yvette Valera.
And I'm Glenn Meek. Here's what's happening. Metro Police are looking for a guy who tried to disguise himself and then rob a bank. He failed miserably at both. It happened Wednesday at the Wells Fargo near Tropicana in Eastern. Police tell us a man walked into the bank, approached an employee, handed over a note, and demanded money. He didn't appear to have a gun, but he was wearing a blonde wig. The employee didn't give up any money, so the would-be robber left and headed south through the parking lot. The suspect is described as a black male, 35 to 40 years of age, 180 pounds, last seen wearing the aforementioned blonde wig, white shirt, tan pants, and brown shoes. If you know anything, call Metro Robbery at 702-828-3591 or Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
Shade Tree's transitional housing program officially ended August 31st, but every one of the women left on the third floor has been placed in alternative housing, according to shelter officials. It took about $2 million a year to run the program, and the money just ran out. Newly hired Executive Director Stacy Lockhart immediately launched a fundraising campaign called Invest in Us. Lockhart says her goal to raise enough money from private investors to get the transitional housing program up and running again. Shade Tree's emergency shelter is still open.
Well, Tom Cruise has a new movie coming out this month. It's called American Made, and trailers for it are already appearing on TV and in the theaters. Cruise plays reformed smuggler pilot Barry Seal, who turned informant for the CIA and the DEA against Colombia's Medellin drug cartel. But did you know that Seal testified as a key witness in a major drug trial right here in Las Vegas? Check it out.
This is the United States Drug Enforcement Agency. We are ordering you to land.
All right, boys, let's land.
This is the trailer for the upcoming Tom Cruise movie, American Made, based on the life and times of Baton Rouge, Louisiana smuggler pilot Barry Seal. In the 1980s, Seal turned informant for the DEA and the CIA against the very drug cartel he'd been flying for.
At the time, there was no more significant cooperating individual that the United States Department ever used as a witness in a prosecution of major cartel members.
Don Campbell should know. Barry Seal was a key witness in a case Campbell prosecuted here in Las Vegas that involved the largest cocaine seizure in Nevada history. During the trial, Campbell showed these pictures of Seal with top-ranking members of Colombia's Medellin drug cartel loading cocaine onto Seal's cargo plane. The photos were taken at an airfield in Nicaragua with a hidden camera installed in the plane by the CIA. The pictures demonstrated Seal's access to the highest levels of the cartel.
His importance simply could not be underestimated. That particular investigation could not have been successfully run or prosecuted without Barry Seal.
Seal's undercover work against the cartel made him a marked man, and in 1986, Seal was machine-gunned to death as he arrived at a Baton Rouge halfway house where federal officials in Louisiana had ordered him to stay as part of a criminal case from his smuggling days.
I saw Barry less than a month before he was murdered. I was at the halfway house that he was assassinated at. I was in the very same car. He was resigned to his fate. He told me at one time that he thought it was 50-50 that he would be assassinated, but he was hopeful that Colombians weren't going to be able to get into Baton Rouge without somebody noticing them.
A three-man hit team was able to get into Baton Rouge and murder Seal. The killers were captured, prosecuted, and convicted.
This courtroom artwork shows the convicted Colombian hit team being sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Barry Seal. I'm very familiar with the artwork because I was in the courtroom when it was sketched, having covered the case as a reporter in Louisiana in 1987.
Barry was someone that brought tons of cocaine into this country, and he did a despicable thing, but all things being equal, I thought he was a fairly decent man in the end and did an awful lot to express his contrition for the many bad things he did in his life.
And in making amends for the drugs he flew into this country before he went to work for Uncle Sam, Seal may have paid his debt to society with his life.
All right, that's American Made from Universal, starring Tom Cruise, and it opens in Las Vegas on September 29th.
Let's check out our AccuWeather forecast. The high today should be around 105 with partly cloudy skies and a low of 81 degrees. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 102 and a low of 77. On Sunday, we're back to partly sunny with a high of 98 and a low of 78.
Well, we're fair, balanced, and unbiased, and now report online, on your mobile, and on our free app. I'm Glenn Meek.
And I'm Yvette Valera. Thanks for being with us and have a great day.